All right. Well, for those that are here, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. I'm going to go over a couple things. My name is Jogomax. I'm the developer of Zeljoth, and I'm just going to go over a couple quick things, and then you guys can ask questions at the end. Um, oh, great. I have to mute my own phone. How does that work? There we go. All right. So the right now Solana is dropping like a fly. Anybody, and that's what we're building it on. That's where the NFT is on, and that's where we're building it. And maybe in another one, I'll talk about why Solana. But what you want in a game when you're talking about NFTs is you want like a way to quickly and easily purchase an NFT, and you want it to be let's take Ethereum for example. One transaction on Ethereum is $50. It's basically for the game that we want to do. We don't want to have NFTs worth thousands of dollars, and then whatever. We want to be able to make this an entry point for most people. And so that's why we picked Solana. We wanted a different one. That chain's not ready yet. Maybe we'll be a multi-chain game in the future, but as of right now, that's kind of the reason why we picked Solana. The transactions are usually less than a penny, and they're usually pretty fast. Although when we first start off with the game, it's not going to actually be a whole lot of transactions. It'll check your Phantom wallet, see if you have an NFT to be able to play the game. You will be able in the future, not right away, but in the future, be able to purchase an NFT directly from um, the actual launcher. And there will be a launcher. It's not going to be an in-browser game. It's a 3D game. Think Minecraft with low poly, I guess you would say, instead of squares. You know what I mean? You can't edit the terrain or anything like that, but um, it'll be a first-person thing, and there's videos that you guys can look at to see if that's something that if the game's something for you. But the game's being built no matter what. It's practically finished. If it was just a sword game and you wanted to mine something or whatever, the game's done. We want to build it kind of like with weekly or semi-weekly updates so that if people who own the NFT say we want to put something in the game or whatever, then we can kind of implement that fairly fast. I'm a developer of different things. I don't want to go into all of them, but my main focus is on developing. Everything in the game was created by myself or Ella. Maybe that might change in the future, but for right now, except for the land that you stand on, which is will be replaced eventually. And I'll explain that why later because what we want to do is eventually have people to be able to build stuff into the game where they go collect the wood, they make a foundation, and they build it to, build stuff like that. But that's more 6 months from now, not today. Um, so let's continue with the Solana. Solana, when we first built this game out, Solana's price was around 210, 250, something like that. Well over the 200s. As of today, it's like 150. So it's dropped significantly since we last put out the price for what the NFT will be on Wednesday, December 15th. Um, so we're going to not drop it for zero point 0.5, it'll be 0.75. And I think that if I look at whatever the price is today, if it keeps dropping, it's going to stay 0.75 for the first 3 days. After that, it will be up to zero point 0.9 Solana. And then, hopefully we're sold out in a month or so. I mean, the way that the market is now, people pulling their money out of Solana. So we have no doubt that we're not going to sell out probably the first day, but we are listed on howrare.is, which is one of the more popular ones. So our Discord membership should be growing quite consistently after or sometime on Wednesday, the day of the drop, and people have a lot more questions at that point. So that's why we're having this little Q&A, and we'll be able to put it up on YouTube if they have any questions. So sales will be slow at the beginning, but the game's built, so we're ready to go no matter what. Because of that, what we're going to do is the way that we wanted to do it was if you had the NFT and you joined the game with the NFT because you need the game in order to play it, then you would be able to go into the game and collect which Jove coin, which is already out there, which we already have. We just have to basically pay $1,000 and say, okay, it can be tradable. We didn't want to make it tradable when the only people that had it were the ones that we gave for free. So we wanted to wait probably towards the end of the month, and then you'll be able to trade by, even if you don't have the game at all, you'll be able to buy Jove coin. and sell it whenever you want and whatever. So you can kind of deal with it that way. But until the game comes out, if you have the NFT, we'll just automatically drop you every month Jove coin. So whoever has it will just get the money until you can actually go in there and earn it. So you won't be losing out on anything, even if the game doesn't come out right away, because you'll be getting Jove coin every month. Um, so the swords are done. We'll probably, just to let you know kind of what we're doing with the game. The game is built on in Unity 3D. Um, as far as assets in the game, there'll be uh, bow and arrow, swords, pickaxes, axes, stuff like that. They will all eventually be NFTs. You can, as soon as you get into the game, there's a video on interacting with the blacksmith that if you guys want to take a look at, those won't be NFTs because they're just there to try and help you, uh, those who want to kind of play at low cost, and play the game. So those won't be NFTs, but there will be NFTs in the future. Anyone who owns an Able Prime, which is the name of the one that's coming out on Wednesday, will get a character airdrop to them at no cost. You might have to pay the gas fee in order to claim it, right? You log in with your wallet, it'll check if your wallet's got Able Prime. If it does, there'll be a claim button, and you just claim that particular NFT and you get that one. As far as other weapons and stuff like that, we'll have to see later on down the line how fast we have the game ready and stuff like that. Um, the main section is where you guys mostly have seen the videos from. That main section, we don't have a name for it yet. Let's just call it town center for right now because it makes sense. There's a town and it's in the center of the town or whatever. So we'll just call it town center for right now. That is where you'll be able to earn the XP. You take that XP, you put it on your weapons, your armors, your stats, and then that player gets into like a battle royale type map with multiplayer, and you'll be able to earn Jove coin and gold coin, which is GC, and it's the in-game currency. You'll be able to earn the gold coin to be able to pay for other stuff, or you cash it out into Jove coin. So hopefully we make the sense of that. I think I already went over the. Hopefully I did, but we want to eventually have like throwing axes, knives, guns, stuff like that, all in the future. Right now, it's just basic swords and stuff like that. So we want you to be able to change the character's hair color and maybe a beard if you want a beard, and that'll all be basically when you play the game, you earn GC. When you get that GC gold coin, in-game gold coin, again, you can either redeem it for Jove, which is real cryptocurrency that you can sell on the market, or you can actually buy more in-game items. And those in-game items are like hair color, hairstyles. Um, and you'll see in the NFT there's 3 or 4 hairstyles on the NFT when it comes out. Uh, and you can change the color and stuff like that of those as well. You'll be able to also buy the armor and tools that are needed with GC that won't be NFTs, but if you wanted to buy an NFT from the shop in game, then you would have to use Jove coin in order to do that. See here. What we want to do is implement something where anybody who's early to the process and actually gets a character, let's say an Able Prime that comes out in a couple days, that you'll be able to rent that out. So if you have 2 or 3 and you can't play with them all at one time, and you could rent it out and then you would split the Jove coin with the person, but that's probably a little ways down the line. Once Able Prime Mint is done, there won't be any more. Those people will be able to help with we'll have a vote on, maybe we'll put 3 NFTs up, and then those people who have Able Prime will have voting rights to say which one goes into the game. Or let's say that, you know, uh, something else, maybe some sort of abilities. Maybe there's no abilities to begin with, but maybe they want abilities in the game, and then we'll have a vote on that, and then they can determine that. Battle Royale map will probably be started next week. There'll be other modes soon after that. There will be a battle pass in the alpha, but it's only going to be 1 daily, and then there'll be like 2 or 3. We don't want people to spend a lot of time in the alpha uh, trying to worry about battle passes and grinding or anything like that. The only thing that'll be done in the alpha is maybe have 3 3 battle pass thing where you have to spend maybe, I don't know, a week doing it, or not even a week, maybe like 4 days, and then that'll be done. And then if 4 of them work, if 4 of the battle pass things work, then we'll be able to get that. Alpha will be online probably by the end of the year, we hope. If not, it'll be soon next year. At that point, you won't be able to earn any Jove, um, because it's probably going to be open to a lot of people to be able to do some bug testing and things of that nature. So there's a couple questions from Drama. I think you had, or did I answer those already?
No, there was a question
Drama.
if you would be able to explain the what cryptocurrency is and how we get it.
Okay. What is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is um let's start off with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is probably the easiest way to explain it. What Bitcoin was, or is, I guess, is a way for two people to interact with each other without cash. So let's say that I wanted to buy something from a guy that's in Egypt or whatever. Now, I don't know the name of the currency that's in any of these other countries. So maybe England. We'll go English pound, something like that. And they wanted to sell me something that was online or whatever. And I, instead of using a converter for you to be able to exchange one cash for another, they both buy Bitcoin, and then you could just change the Bitcoin. You know what I mean? So, what is cryptocurrency? They're all the same. Some are different. What I mean by all the same, they all have to deal with like online transactions as of right now. You could do something in person, but that's not usually what it's used for. It's mostly dealing with the transaction, maybe buying an NFT, or just trading between two people online or something like that. Um, I think somebody a little while ago bought a pizza with Bitcoin, way back when, and then that's when it really started to take hold. But it's a way for you to be able to put value into the internet, sort of thing. I guess this is as low level as I could say it. It's a way for you to put value onto the internet so that you can be able to exchange goods. So in our case, Solana is what you're going to need to buy the NFT with. One, Bitcoin is just an exchange of, it's a value, it's a holder of value, where Ethereum, Solana, and some of these other chains, there you pay a fee to put something onto their chain, and then you can exchange the stuff. But Bitcoin's not an exchange of like that. It's that's as simple as I can go. There's plenty of videos out there that explain it a little bit better than me, but that's the basics of it. Now, Solana is a chain in which you can put NFTs onto the market, and then you can buy those NFTs for Solana or Jove Coin, because Jove Coin is on the Solana network. So hopefully that explains what I'm saying. I don't know how to explain it as that simple. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of a better way, but there are other people who have videos out there on that would be able to help you out with that. So, all right. Anything else?
That's all the questions from me.
Drama?
That's all the questions from me.
Okay. Well, this recording will be up on our YouTube channel in case you guys have any questions. We'll also post it in the Discord for you. Please check back on the Discord channel itself for the link to the Mint. And thank you guys for paying attention. We are going to have these questions and answers. There's nobody who has a question right now, so what we'll do is we'll hold these questions and answers again next week, every Monday, and kind of give you an update of what's going to be happening throughout the week of us actually creating the game, and which NFTs are going to be in it, what we're creating, and stuff like that. So again, when you create everything from scratch, and that's kind of what we're doing, it takes a little bit longer than most, because all of the assets in the game, which is everything you see, to the trees, to the grass, to the everything, to the buildings, we've all created that, basically by hand. We're not using packages to install other people's stuff into our game. We just thought it would be easier this way in case we ever need to make an adjustment. So it takes a little bit longer, but the game should be out soon. If for some reason we sell out, the game will be up in order for you guys to play before the end of the year for sure. Because, like I said, the stuff's ready. We just need a little bit of time to finish up a couple minor things. But if we sell out, then it'll be fast. So, thanks for listening, guys, and we'll catch you next week. If you have any questions, you can always get in touch with us through our Discord by going to the channel Ask the Dev or in the general chat. They'll be able to answer any questions that you may have as well. Thanks. Talk to you soon.